Hi everyone, I made an update to the wave script. I've got a little shape here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shape and I'm going to break it up. So I'm going to split it. I'm going to split it maybe a couple of times like that. And what this update to the wave script allows me to do is if I come out to some distance and then if I just take all these points and then move them up a little bit like this and then bring them back down. Let's go ahead and copy the 0th frame, put it there. Let's go ahead and go back to frame 1 and let's also key it. Maybe I'll set all these to linear. If I have all these points selected and I go to the wave tool, you'll see now over here we have a new set of features called Displace. What these will do is it'll take the animation that you did and it'll basically go point to point and it'll displace it through a certain amount of time. And so what it allows you to do is it allows you to create waves using the time displacement as opposed to actually moving the points. So it won't move the points forward, it'll keep the points stationary and it creates a perfect loop. So I'll go ahead and have all the points selected and I'll choose the displacement amount, like how many frames forward I want to displace by. I'm probably going to do it by maybe 12. So let's try 12 and let's displace forward. Now if I click out here, you'll see it went ahead and did the displacement and you'll see it displaces, it creates a little waveform like this. And if I come out here, I can go ahead and set these to cyclic and let's hit play and you'll see it does it created the wave motion and all these points are stationary. So I mean they're not moving forward, they're just moving up and down. They're just following that animation that we created. And of course the program will create only the amount of keyframes that it needs in order to maintain that particular animation. So you can get different types of results depending on how much you displace the time by, and if you can choose to displace forward or displace backwards. The big advantage of this, of course, is that because the points aren't actually moving forward, you can do these in segments and then connect them to other things. So I can come out here and I could, connect it here to here and maybe here to here and make other types of stuff, and then you'll see it's everything's staying put, so you can build all kinds of neat shapes and do stuff with this. It also works with closed shapes. So if I go ahead and come over here and maybe create a circle, and let me give it a stroke, and let's split that up a couple of times, maybe like that. You might have to play with it a little bit to get it to work exactly as you want, but I'll come out some distance and let's expand it out. Let's make it a little bit bigger like this, and then once again put it back down like that, and let's set it all to linear and have all the points selected, and I can come over here to the wave tool and I can choose how much I want to displace by again. Let's try 12. I don't know what the result's going to be, but let's try 12. Okay, that worked out pretty well. So if I come out here and I choose cyclic here to play it back, I hit play, you'll see now it's making all these movements, and it's all of the actual, like I said, all the real big advantages. You're not messing with the sequencer, so none of this stuff's happening in the sequencer. It's all just purely done with keyframes. So you could grab this and move it to wherever you need. You also have a situation where each point is, like I said, it's kind of just following that one animation, that one movement going up and then down, up and down. So you can modify it or do whatever else you want with it pretty easily. So if you want to do things like flowing hair, and you want to be able to do the wave and then get the wave put directly into a key, and then you want to modify it or do whatever, or you want to make a blob looking shape or whatever, then you can do this to get the general motion, and it'll all be keyed in. Just the keys that need to be necessary will be keyed in, and then you can just go in and modify and customize it to however you need, and you'll get a perfect loop. Once again, you're going to have to play with the displacement amount. You can just undo it and keep going back and forth until eventually get to wherever you need to get done. But you'll need to play around with the displacement until you get the right result that you want. So it may take a little bit of fiddling with it, but you should get what you want with a little bit of effort. So that's it. Thanks for watching.